How's it going, everyone? Hopefully everybody is having a great Sunday afternoon. Go ahead and wait a minute here. Let's see how many people are going to end up coming in. How's everybody doing tonight? Tonight we're going to be talking about our May safety bonus. It is May, right? Yeah, it would be May's. And some up and coming changes that we're going to have. If everybody noticed our previous post that I posted, I don't know, maybe around 5:30, we have a picture of the building and its current state. Pretty stoked about that. Pretty excited. I know we're probably not going to have too many guys on here tonight, and that's okay. It's Sunday. It's beautiful outside. And some of them are still finishing up their weekend, or they've got things going on. I understand. So it is that time of the year. So not really too worried about a bunch of people logging in and checking out a live stream. So it is what it is. So we'll go ahead and wait a couple more minutes here, see what we have going on. Ladies, if you guys have a chance, go ahead and share it with everybody. It's been a little while since we've had a live. I've just been really busy. I apologize for that, but I try to make sure that I get the safety bonuses and all that stuff squared away. That way we we keep that going. So, but we'll go ahead and wait a minute or so here, and hopefully be good to go. So. All right, so so the first thing is our shop is almost up. Some of you guys have been by here, some of you have not. This is the current going to be the current stage that it's in right now. Currently right now, most of the siding is up, and it's looking pretty good. So, let's see here. I got a couple more photographs of it. I have to get to the location. I do apologize. This is the inside right now. Quite a bit of space. It's going to end up turning out to be pretty good. Actually, you notice we already have one truck in there, and we did a little bit, or helped him out a little bit on that. And here's another picture from the back side looking out. So all in all, it's coming along pretty well. Really nice. Really nice. So I like it. I like it a lot. They have some trim that they still have to get taken care of, and stuff like that. And of course, windows and whatnot. But they're telling us that the doors aren't going to be in until July 30th, I guess. Pretty hefty doors. So I guess with all the shortages going around, they're having a hard time getting everything. So, but that's the current stage of the building. So Let's see here. Hey Lee, how's it going? So, like I said, we're not going to take up too much time here for everybody. Hopefully, everybody's having, like I said, a pretty good weekend. Um, so, I have been asked on numerous occasions, what are we going to be using the facilities for? Okay, so here is the deal that we're going to be offering to all of our contractors. All of our contractors are going to have all labor covered while they're in the shop. So, for example, if you have something going on with like a trailer or some sort of a bearing situation, something like that on your trailers, and even in some of your equipment, we are going to offer all labor. Absolutely, we'll take care of all the labor. We'll do all the work on the trucks for basically nothing. All the driver has to provide is the parts that it takes to do that. That is our goal as of right now. I think it's going to definitely help some of the guys so that their truck is always up to date and ready to go. Some guys like to do things on their own. Some guys don't. It really depends on you and what you want to accomplish and what you feel comfortable with. But overall, the main goal of the shop is to do light duty work on our contractors' equipment. It's just, I feel as though that we can do it, and I think it's going to be very helpful for a lot of guys. Especially because we do know what we're doing when it comes to maintaining the equipment, keeping stuff on the road, and doing stuff like that. We're going to have parts on hand at all times, pretty much, for all the major axles that we are aware of. So that means any of your brake assemblies, your hub faces, anything having to do with your lug nuts or studs. Typically, we're going to probably, if you're running a half-inch stud, we're probably going to just carry the 9/16 studs. So if you need them moved out, swapped out, we're going to have a press so we can press that stuff out and get you all squared away. We are also going to have a full-time person basically on 24/7. So Monday through Friday, we're going to have a guy that's going to be there constantly being able to do work. And then we're also going to have availability on Saturdays and Sundays. And like I said, we're going to carry a lot of these parts. So we're not going to have to run to go get them for the most part. Now, if it's a major issue or a major problem, of course, there's only going to be so much that we can do. We can't carry every single part that everybody wants. But when it comes to the trailers, there should be no issues on anything. Now, this is for all of our contractors. As of right now, we're going to support and take care of all of our contractors first. Any outside people that are looking to do it, we may get into that at a later time, but right now, all we are focusing on is all of our contractors. That is it. We are not focusing on any outside work. However, eventually we may do some outside assistance. Especially on the weekends. I know from around here that it's virtually impossible to have anybody come and work on your equipment over the weekend. It's very difficult to have people do it unless you have a mobile mechanic, and then, to be honest with you, a lot of them they're absolutely obscene about what kind of amounts of money that they want to have some of this stuff worked on. So, it is what it is. But does anybody have any questions? I mean, I know we don't have very many guys in here. I think we've only got 4 people in the channel at the moment. Which, honestly, that's more than what I figured we'd have in here tonight. So, is there any questions so far? Another thing where we're going to have too is we're going to have a standard size tire. So if you are coming through this area, we're going to have a tire changing machine. We're going to try to have a tire balancing machine. So all of that stuff is going to be able to be handled on a weekend whenever you guys are able to get up here and to get your stuff done. And like I said, this is our overall goal of what we're going to try to accomplish here. It's basically just going to be a facility to support all of our contractors and to make sure that they have a place to be able to get all their stuff taken care of and squared away. Hopefully it works out for the better, which I really honestly think that it will. And hopefully a lot of you guys will take the opportunity to be able to utilize it. That's what it's being put up for. Right now, that's exactly what it's being put up for. So we want to try to make sure that all of our contractors are taken care of to the best of our ability. Now, there's going to be some things that we're just not going to be able to do in the shop or in the facilities. One of them, you know, if you roast a spindle or something like that, depending on the size of the axle, most generally you're probably going to be better just to replace the axle. That's something that we will be able to do. But if you're looking to just replace the spindle, or something that's basically much better just to replace, we're probably not going to be able to do that. We're not going to do any motor work unless it's very minimal. We'll do like some oil changes and maybe some tranny flushes, maybe differentials. But most generally, it's going to be primarily just your basic wear maintenance items. Nothing that's going to involve, massive, technicians and all that other kind of stuff. It's going to be basically the basic stuff, but it's going to be here so that we can actually help you. So. But yeah. Any questions so far? Any questions? Nope. Okay. All right. So that's a little bit of a rundown. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to our safety for the month of May. It was a good month. Everybody did very, very well for the month of May. Some did better than others, but overall, very good numbers. Stephen, will there be a beer fridge? No, there will not be a beer fridge. However, we are planning on having a place for a driver to be able to spend a couple of days, if need be, at the shop. The idea as of right now is we're going to have a small cooking area. We're going to have 1 to 2 rooms, and those rooms will just be your basic rooms. You'll have internet access. You'll have some you'll have internet access and probably just some basic TV if you're interested in doing that. As far as like a fridge, yes, there'll be a fridge, but it's not going to be a beer fridge. We've got to be very careful with that. Because we're a transportation company, we can't have any alcoholic beverages pretty much on the premises when this thing goes full effect. We just can't do it. So, but overall, yes, it's going to have a small fridge, and it's going to be a decent area for a guy to basically get out of his truck for a couple of days, if need be. And then, in that case too, let's say, for example, there's a part that's been on back order and the truck has got to be worked on and taken care of. Well, you need a place to be able to go in the event that you can't, go to a hotel or something like that. So we're trying to make sure that we have all of those bases covered. But we will see. Hopefully it'll all turn out very well, and hopefully a lot of the guys will take care of it and be able to keep it the way it needs to be. So, another note. If many of you guys have been to the yard, I know some of you guys have already been to the yard a couple of times, but we do have a trash receptacle that is on site now. If you guys need to, if you're cleaning out your trucks or doing whatever you need to do, you're more than welcome to throw your garbage into the trash receptacle. It is going to be on the southeast side of the lot. You guys should be able to see it, but you're more than welcome to use it. I mean, it's there, especially whenever you guys are coming in. When you've been out for a while, you're more than welcome to utilize it to clean up your truck. So, let's see, what else are we going to have? I think I've already touched on the tire machine. I've touched on the balancer. I don't know if we're going to have a 4-post lift yet, but we may end up getting a 2-post lift. I think that's probably going to be all. Like I said, I don't want to get into a lot of, a bunch of motor work or tranny work or anything like that. I want to do just your basic type of maintenance type of deals. So, I think I pretty much covered all that. I think so. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and move on here real quick to our safety. Like I said, was saying earlier, safety has been pretty good overall this month. Some have been better than others, but overall, I mean, we're still raking in there pretty good. We've had, I think we've had 7 inspections within the last month, and I think we have failed one of those, which kind of should have never happened, but it did, and we got to move on. It's been taken care of and resolved now, so I believe as of right now, everybody should be 100% squared away and taken care of. I really don't think we have any issues with anybody as of right now. So, but everything is going pretty good on that front. Sitting here trying to think. There's something else I was wanting to mention, but I'll think about it here in a little bit. A lot of you guys are going to know that we've got quite a bit of new people that are coming and that are in the works and coming in. Ladies, if you guys have a chance, always try to get them involved in our FLQ Facebook group and our Facebook page. I know I keep saying this, but I kind of use this as a platform, as a way to get any information about the company that we're doing or anything like that out, so people can see it, understand it, and kind of get a generalized direction of which way we're going. And I think it's going to help out a lot in some cases, but we'll see. Hopefully I'll start doing these lives a little bit more often. I'm like everybody else. When it comes to the weekends, I have a lot of stuff going on, and it just, with the building going up and everything else like that, it gets even busier. So I'm not trying to make excuses, but it's very, very difficult sometimes, especially when you're in the middle of something and you just can't get away, and you've got to try to get it done so that the guy coming in tomorrow is going to be ready to go. So, it is what it is, but it can be frustrating at times, but I'm doing the best I can, guys. I am working on trying to improve that, so we'll see. So, all right, so let's go ahead and talk safety. So The winner of this month's safety bonus award has got a total. Well, let's just go over the highest miles that you guys done this week or this month, or I'm sorry, in the month of May. In the month of May, we had basically we averaged out around 7,000 miles a month for the fleet. That means that some guys did a little bit more, some guys did a little bit less, but overall, we come in close to around about 7,000 miles. We did have one truck that was in the 4,000 mile range, that's kind of a underlying circumstance. There was a bunch of things that were going on, and we can't really count that truck. And then our next closest was 5495. So I know one of the trucks had a malfunctioning ELD. We did have to get that resolved and get that squared away, but it was calculating that truck ran over 26,000 miles. I pulled the data sheet on it, and there's not even, he was nowhere even close to that. It was 6,400 miles, I believe, is what he had, maybe 60, 66, right in that area. So as far as our hard events, everybody did really good again. And I had a conversation with one of the drivers not too long ago. I think it was Casey. And he's like, things are getting so tight. We're going to have to find a way to change how we're going to be able to do these bonuses every month. And he's right. We are, because everybody is doing a really, really good job on the safety issues, the safety aspects of it. It is getting tighter and tighter every single month, especially when we bring more people onto the fleet. It is incredibly difficult. It is incredibly difficult to be able to give, to give a bonus to somebody who basically just lost it because he lost it just by 3 points. But it is what it is. I mean, it's tough. You guys are doing really, really well, really well. So the winner of this month's, or the month of May, safety award, he had one hard event throughout the whole entire month. He traveled 6,952 miles. And overall, very well. The next best gentleman was also going to have one hard event. Okay. He traveled 4,324 miles. And then the next guy from that was one hard event, and he did 2,840 miles. Now, here's the deal with those smaller numbers there, the 4,324 miles and the 2,840 miles. They are fairly new individuals to the fleet. We just brought them in. I think this is maybe the second week. So they don't have a full month in there. So there'll be a part of the bonus award for next month. Okay. Overall, like I said, very, very, very competitive, guys. Very competitive. Let's see. We had two guys that had two hard events. We had three guys who had 4 events. And the highest was 19 events. There are some issues with, I can't really go into that one. Let's just leave it at that. But that's already been addressed. So, but anyways, I mean, overall, guys, I mean, excellent. I mean, these are excellent numbers. I mean, this is Good job. That's all I can say. Good job. So, anyways, I don't want to sound like a bag of wind all night long. So here we go. The winner of the May safety bonus will be truck number 92291. Again, that number is 92291. We will be contacting him later this afternoon or tomorrow morning to let him know about the winnings. And just keep up the good work, guys. It all turned out pretty good. He only had one hard event for the month of May. So turned out really, really, really well. So any more questions in here? I know we've got 4 people watching and looking. I don't know. Sandy, are you in here? Tina, are you in here? Dawn, are you in here? I know Lee's here, but I don't know about anybody else. I know Steven's in here. Nope, nobody. Well, hello, Miss Evans. All in all, guys, did a really, really good job. Pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. So, ladies, if there's any of the guys who need to contact you, make sure. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, it's no big deal. I know everybody's busy on a Sunday, especially when it's so nice outside. I mean, it's not raining. I mean, it's a little warm, but who cares? I mean, I'll take this any day. I mean, I've even got sun, and man, I'm telling you what, it's nice. So it was definitely nice. So, but anyways, one more thing. We're probably going to, I don't know. Summertime is really difficult for me to be able to do these on Sundays. And this is something that I want to do on a consistent basis. I don't know if I'm going to change it, but man, I'm telling you what, this is difficult, especially when you have something going on. And man, I'm telling you, it's difficult to get onto these things. So, but we need to do it, and it's definitely something that I think the guys, somewhat enjoy, being a part of. But it is what it is. So, one more thing. We are planning on having a get together after the building is pretty much put up. Dawn, did you catch the part about the building? Did you hear any of that, or did you come in after that? Sorry, guys. There's a little bit of a delay here. Oh. No, you may not be there anymore. She might have kicked me like a bad habit. Oh, okay. Well, I tell you what I'll do is, I know a lot of guys are kind of busy right now on how they got what they have going on. So I'm not going to take up too much of their time. Um, I'll go ahead and talk to you probably a little bit more tomorrow about it, give you some little bit of an idea. Um, I like having the feedback from everybody, and this is really hard to do on a Sunday. It's really hard to do on a Sunday because number one, you're going into it knowing that you're not going to have too many people that are going to be watching it. And number three, or, then on the other hand, you have to worry about do I have the time to do this? And it's difficult. It's difficult. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. I'm going to stop rambling and um, hope everybody has a fantastic rest of your Sunday evening. And have a good night. We'll talk to you later.